End of the week, not an easy day, kind of confusing and transitions back and forth a little bit early on. There were a couple tests in rotation where buying came in and it was a win moment for some downside. Let's show it. Let's replay it. First thing is, I want people to know this. This I would consider a test. All right. And then each time it comes down, stops and rotates up, comes down and rotates up, consider rotation. So it rotates here once, it rotates here twice, then it leaves the area, correct? Now it's coming back down to revisit, and I'd call this test number 2. And then watch the rotations and count them on test 2. So when it leaves it, this was all a test, and then it becomes a test again when it comes back down in here. And as you see this set up, we call it the other side of the mountain too. So there's so many shorts in here. There's X amount of shorts in here, okay? And then there's going to be X amount of shorts in here. But there's going to be less shorts over here than over here because of this. This move shakes out shorts from down in here. So when you get back down into that section, what you create is just less shorts. And anytime you got less shorts, LS, that equals less buyers. When you have less buyers, what happens? Market goes down easier. You need less buyers for prices to go down, correct? Less shorts create less buyers. Because if you're short and you cover because you got stopped out, you're no longer a buyer below. So as this market is creating another multiple rotation, you hear 6 even just happen. I paused it. You hear 6 even just happen and 575. Buying come in, edge zone, and you might even hear it with a male audio voice. It just means there's some quick buying that comes in. I'll play it again. And the market's struggling to go up with the 6 even and with the 575. And it's counting a couple rotations to the VWAP, and it's the second test, this being the first test. So it becomes below 6 even, 575 is a win moment that you can get short, and then above it, we had talked about is what you would risk. You could hear it. I think you guys could hear it because I'm sharing computer sound. So you could hear it. The visual is green. The male voice means it's just an imbalance of buying, lifting the offer versus hitting the bid, right? And so you could see the market stayed sideways to lower. Wasn't a super clean. Tried to buy it, couldn't do it, hit it, boom, it ran. You get that when it's more volatile. Today wasn't real volatile. And so you just get, the key about location is head starts, right? ASAP, where you could put yourself in a position to do this. And this wasn't a crazy, 6 even down to 96 even type of call. Just what you did in here was step 1, step 2, step 3, right? You recognize this. You recognize what I call the other side of the mountain. You recognize a couple rotation. You recognize buying come in, can't get it to go up. All of a sudden, you just read real time an idea to play it down to some maybe downside target you have. Maybe you're bearish for another reason, and you could set this up as a shot where where there's less shorts, less buyers, less shorts, less buyers. I mean, that's always the scenario, the dynamic that you need to play out for downside prices for anything, less buyers. When we had less buyers in 2007 and 8, we had the mortgage meltdown. They didn't approve any mortgages for a few, so you had less buyers. Where the prices of homes go in that period? Straight down. Why? No buyers. Certainly a lot less of them. So that dynamic plays out trading S&Ps or crude oil or Microsoft, things like that. One thing that happened yesterday afternoon that you guys have to know, and I said it in the trading room this morning, I want to remind everyone, if you're not privy to what's going on coming down the wire, you're going to miss moves. FOMC Williams said at 1 o'clock Central PM, look at it. He was a moderate. He's a voter, so he has influence, and he was real dovish. We rallied. Trump come out and said that they had struck down an Iranian drone. We broke. Microsoft leaked 5 minutes before 3 o'clock PM that they were going to really do good on earnings. They spiked. We spiked. And it rallied all the way past 3. So that's a big part of trading is if you're not going to trade different news events, you need to understand what's driving the market and how that could change. So you can get yourself on the right side and off the wrong side. You can see us breaking right in post Europe. Again, consolidation boxes. Draw them, think of them, understand them. This is kind of a quick one. It's almost like something come out. That's what I mean. If something come out, nothing. There's more sellers than buyers. But forever, take a look at this. You're not going to hold overnight lows, regular trading session lows, third test. They jump right through it. Not an easy, though, day because it goes from kind of small bits of volatility to becoming really slow. Have a good weekend, guys. Be safe. Manage your risk before you take it.